What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know we tas. We get it in. But before we get it in, let's get this intro in. Welcome back. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put the notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I appreciate the support and I'm very humbled by it, right?
So are you fucking ready, brother, for the collab you always knew you wanted but never knew you needed? Meth, coffee, collabo. Let's go, brother.
Whooping, right? Look, so I've told you guys a lot of stories about Super Norteno, my cousin Ricky, and I've told you a lot of stories about ese Roach.
Hey, brother, I'm not an essay. I'm a NA, right? See, I know what the fuck. I know the difference between a southerner and a northerner.
Yeah, what's the difference?
One of you motherfuckers got hair and the other one doesn't.
Well, tell me which one got hair.
The one that has better genetics.
You know what I mean? Fucking Roach was he was a blast to be around, right? But I wanted to tell you guys about a collabo, right? With Ricky and Roach, because I told you guys before that Ricky introduced me to Roach. That's how I first met Roach. How, where he came from, how they hooked up, to what degree of all that, I do not ever know, right? But they were close homeboys. Roach was like, Whoopi, you want to be my white friend? He's the only one that I know that doesn't ride with Southsiders. I'm like, bro, none of them ride with Southsiders like that. No, they fucking do. I was in prison. I remember one time a dude named Mohawk Matt tried to kick my head off. Right? Stop lying, Matt. Anyways, right? So he introduced me to Roach, and immediately because Roach was in the game and I knew how to be in that particular game, gang, right? Then Soul game, right? Then we got into the Soul game. And then it was on and cracking from there, man. We kicked Ricky to the curb. Ricky was like, Whoopin', I thought you were my friend. Roach was like,
well, look, brother, let me fucking tell you something, brother. Like, I don't have friends that are not white. Okay, I have associates. So our association is unassociated, brother, meaning where our association is like, you know what? I fucking don't like you, bro. You're weird.
And that was pretty much the gist of that fucking conversation, right? But prior to me even coming in the mix, the very first time that I did meet Roach, besides really getting introduced to him, I didn't know who he was. And I remember saving him and Ricky's life because these motherfuckers got stranded in Bakersfield, right? Ricky was scared to death, right? Well, but I fucking hate Southsiders, but I hate fucking hiding even more. There's fucking spiders and shit, right? So I had to go rescue these guys from the cornfields of Bakers. So trip out on this, right? I guess, of course, Roach and his shenanigans, he wanted to go fucking pick something up. He's always picking shit up but never dropping nothing off.
Brother, hey,
We're here, and the dudes are like, hey, ¿qué pasó? You got it, ese? You got it?
He's like, yeah, I got herpes, but I don't like speaking about it. But no, so I was thinking, brother, you guys could let me hold something, and then eventually I'll come back and bring you something.
They're like, oh no, I thought you had the money.
Well, brother, I don't have the money. But what I do have is the initiative and the wherewithal to go get the money. Look, brother, I know a gang of woods in Sac, they're gonna sell hella sacks for me. Give me some dough, or I'll take it. In so many different words, right?
And so usually they'd be like, fuck no, right? So he'd always leave empty handed. Sometimes people fell for the fucking shenanigans and the bullshit. Look, I'll tell you right now, I know Roach. He would never, and I mean never, ever go back. Never. I'd be like, hey, Roach, let's go to Bakersfield for the weekend.
Oh, brothers, you see, back in 92, right? What had happened was I burnt somebody. Yep, I can't go back. Hey, there's a gang of essays out there from Baker's Tresse that don't like me.
I'm like, where are they from?
They're from Baker's Tresse. They don't like me, brother.
Why? What'd you do?
Brother, what do I always do?
Let me guess, you burnt them.
A correct mundo for a Mr. Mundo.
He was just different. Anyways, he takes Ricky with them.
Yo, I need to take a soldado. I know fucking Ricky got hands.
So he takes Ricky, of all people, Mr. Frady Cat, right? Mr. Scary Cat that doesn't want to come on the live. He takes Mr. Frady Cat with them. And of course, they go down there. They meet up with some fucking Featherwoods that have hooked them up with some, not feather Mexicans, but some straight some Mexicans, right? And of course, he's going to try to wheel and deal and try to get a couple keys out of them for a whole lot of nothing, right? Doesn't work out that way. Something ensues. Ricky gets crazy because they're Southsiders. Ricky, what happened was this. This is the story that they told me, and I'm going to tell you how I play my part into it.
So Roach is like, brother, look, you need to stay in the car because these are essays.
Ricky's like, I'm a man, right? He goes, I know what you are.
But listen, brother, these dudes, from what I hear from these bitches, they don't fuck around. So I'm going to go in there. I'm going to try to get them for a little bit of nothing. You know what I'm saying? What do you got on you? Ricky's like, whooping, I only got my Social Security card. Look at brother, I told you if you were going to ride with me, you needed gas money. Fuck the gas money. What do you got? Ricky's like, I got 50. Well, shoot me that 50, brother. With your 50 and my 25, we should be able to get a nice fucking, at least half a brick.
How he was going to do half a brick with $75 and convince these Southsiders that it was just all good. Some dude that they were getting hooked up by some fucking chicks. This ain't the movie Blow, okay? You're not Pee Wee Herman, motherfucker. You're not going to sell all the shit in 72 hours. That ain't going to happen, right? But in Roach's world, he had mouthpiece, man. He could work that shit. So I guess he goes in there, and Ricky wants to get off the car to smoke a joint. This is back when he was heavily smoking weed because he thought it was the Norteno thing to do. Whoopin', I fuck, I know how to roll a blunt. You want to see me roll a blunt? The blunt looked like that. You know what I mean? Like, why does the blunt go like this? Like a Welga bird. Because the blunt's active, unlike you fucking dropout. Right? So whatever. So he's out there smoking a fucking active-ass blunt, and some dude comes out. Well, the dude has a big old B13, Baker's 13, on his shirt. He comes outside. They're like at a trader way out in the country, and he comes out to take a licazo, right? And he could hear Roach in there. Ricky could hear Roach.
Yeah, bro. So look. So here's the deal. And this is prime. I got prime real estate. You know, like when you go to fucking the store and you order meat and it's prime, and then there's USDA, and then there's that other bullshit. Okay, this is prime, brother. This is the best. This is Black Angus. Like that one restaurant in Modesto back in the days. This is the good shit, brother. You give me half a key. I'm gonna let you hold this $75. Just hold it on consignment. And I promise I'll bring you back the rest. What's that going to tally at?
I mean, like, motherfucker, a lot more than $75. But the Southsiders are like, hey, you see, hey, the homegirls say you're cool, eh? They say you're cool, so are you good for it?
Damn right, brother, I'm good for it. Look, brother, there's a Norteno out there. You guys, I'll give them to you guys to hold for the prime real estate,
right? So he's over there fucking Ricky off. So now they're alerted. So the dude goes out there to take a licazo, but he keeps staring. And Ricky's smoking a blunt. And Ricky is like me. He's halfway blind, right? So he's looking from a distance, and he just sees the B. He doesn't really see the 1-3, right? So he's like, whoop, and look, that's Ricky seen the 1-3, and Ricky's eyes popped out of his fucking head. And he's like, weapon! Charge! Right? So Ricky, allegedly, according to him, I think it was the other way around, but it's his story. I fucking let him tell it. He ran at as fast as he can, and the Southsider turned around and had a thing on him. Right? He went out there like for dual purposes, to take a piss and to pistol whip Rick. So when he went out there and Ricky's running up, he goes to pistol whip Rick, and Rick sees it and is like, oh no. And he pistol whips him in the nose, and he's leaking as he's falling back, right? Dude starts shooting at Rick. Boom, 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 boom. He's not really trying to hit him. He's trying to scare him.
Roach comes out. What the fuck are you doing, brother? I told you guys can hold on to him, not fucking kill him,
right? He's over there trying to fucking give him a Norteno for a half pound of dope, right? He's crazy. So what happens is the Southsiders like, fuck you, USA, right? And Roach is like, well, let's give me back my $75. We don't have gas money. They're like, get the fuck out of here, right? So they're shooting up in the air. So Roach jumps in the whip and rides out with Rick. Rick's all fucking pistol. Whopping.
He's like, I'm gonna tell you, whopping. Whopping is I think your fucking nose is crushed. That's whopping. Whopping is I'm out $75, and whopping is you fucked everything up.
Little did fucking Roach want to fucking admit he's the one over there telling people that he's a Norteno. He told us that later, right? So anyways, this is how crazy and high Roach used to be. He'll just put you on front status. I remember plenty of times I'd be kicking it like in Modesto, Sac, wherever with Roach. I was not active at the time, right? So I'm like, hey, Roach, don't be telling anyone my status, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep that shit on the unders.
Brother, who the fuck do I look like? You're my amigo. I would never do that to you, brother. There's two things in this world I would never do. Snitch on anyone and give up dope. Those are two things I probably will never, ever be able to do to my dying day.
He was good on one of them, right? Which one? I'm sure you can figure that out. So anyways, right? I remember fucking one time we're right there in Modesto just chilling, right, with some homies and shit. And they were Roach's homeboys. It was some Woods and some Northerners that didn't function together, but they were cool with each other. There was like some shenanigans going down. Let me fix my mustache. My shit is mustaching the wrong way. Anyways, and Roach is like, oh, yeah, it's my amigo, man. This is. He's a dropout northerner, but he's cool. I'm like, what'd you say? Right? Oh, did I say something wrong? Everything. You said everything wrong, right? I'm over here trying to fly under the radar. I ain't even gonna lie, man. If they would have hit me up like, are you active, homie? Yup. Straight up. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get murdered around this camp, but this motherfucker's like,
hey, it's all good, bro. Even though he's a dropout, bro, he tends to drop in every once in a while. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to give him a pass for that.
I'm like, shut the fuck up, right? They were just kind of looking. I said, este pinche gabacho, I don't know what he's talking about, bro. They're like, oh, that's right, bro. Shit, we was about to get active in this motherfucker. I'm like, shit, me too, eh? You know what I'm saying? Hey, if anything, take him. You know what I'm saying? From what I heard, man, he has a black old lady. How about that? So he can be active, right? I'm just fucking with him, right? And so Roach was that type of dude. So Roach didn't want to admit for years, but he did put them dudes on Rick. Anyways, they end up wiggling up out of there and they go to a Costco. I don't know where the Costco is in Bakers, but that's where they ended up. They're in the Costco parking lot. And Roach is like,
I need my fucking $75 back, and we need to go in there and get everything they got. They're not going to disrespect us like that. Look at your fucking nose. You're scaring people.
Right? There's people walking outside Costco with a whole bunch of fucking packs of Pepsi and bread and shit. And Ricky's looking like, whooping, does it look that bad?
Yeah, it fucking looks worse than bad, brother. You know what I mean? It looks horrible. You know, go sit in the car or something. It's what you should have fucking did in the first place, like I told you.
Ricky's like,
whooping, but you were telling him. It doesn't matter, motherfucker, what I say. Okay, I'm a crazy white man on methamphetamines. I can say anything. Look, Salisbury steak tastes good without salt and pepper. You believe me? No? Well, then there you go. See, don't believe me because it's fucking a lie. Anyways, bro, let me get a hold of these fucking Mexicans and see what the hell's going on. So Ricky's like, whooping, well, I want to get my runbacks. We're going to get our runbacks, brother. I don't know. You might have to run back away from the shit, but I'm gonna get hold of a few fucking good hitters I know out here from Oildale, brother. We're gonna go in that motherfucker. We're gonna tear shit up. Because there ain't no way that these Southsiders are gonna get over on me, brother, because I don't fucking play like that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm hyperventilating.
That fool is crazy. So he calls a couple homeboys. They're like, no can do, brother. Right? They're not trying to pull up. So who do you think they call? Okay.
He's like, well, brother, I tried. My deck is out of aces. So maybe we're just gonna have to chalk up that 75, hitchhike on back because we're damn near out of gas. Is there a gas station that we could pump gas and then just leave? Because I'm down for that. Ricky's like, whooping, but this is my mom's new car. Brother, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking piece of shit fucking Hyundai Elantra. It doesn't really matter, bro. Yeah, but it's under my mom's name. Your mother, your mother's probably fucking giving him a moan right now. That's probably what's on her mind or in her gut. She doesn't care, brother. We got to do what the fuck we got to do.
He's like, whooping, let me call my primo real fast.
Which one?
Right?
No, you never met him, right?
Up until this point, I had never met Roach. So he calls Ricky calls me, whooping, we're stuck in Bakersfield. We need a ride. Right? So I'm like, all right, who is it? He says, it's me and my homeboy Roach. I said, all right, cool. And I said, who's Roach? He said, yeah, why, dude, you know, everyone knows him from the hood. And I had seen Roach in passing a long time ago, but I didn't know him like that, right? Never met him. This was Ricky's partner. So all of a sudden, Roach was like, give me the damn phone, brother. You don't know how to fucking talk to a Mexican. Fucking, that's the worst thing you ever want to see in life is one Mexican trying to communicate with another, especially when one's fucking a dropout and the other one, I don't know if he's a cool dude or not, but we're going to figure it out. What's up, brother? Right? And I'm like, hey, what's up, homie?
He's like, hey, homie. Yeah, you don't even know me like that, but I mean, I need a ride, so we're homies. Look, bro, hurry up and get over here. The SA's attacked your cousin. That's all I got to say about that. And because we can't say too much on the open line.
I'm like, put Ricky back on the phone.
Are you sure you want to talk to him? He's an SA with an attitude.
Yeah, put him on. So Ricky's like, whooping. I'm like, hey, what do you mean? What does he mean you got attacked? No, it wasn't like when the fucking werewolves attacked me in Fresno. It was different. The full pistol with me. I'm like, oh, man, what are you getting into, Rick? Whooping, I'm fucking up. I'm active. I gotta get. I'm like, all right, look, where you guys at? We're at the Costco. So I pull up. It takes me a couple hours, man. I get to the Costco. Merced Bakersfield ain't just fucking a hop, skip, throw a rock and a jump. These motherfuckers were on an adventure, damn near going to go to the Grapevine, right? I'm like, man, for someone that doesn't get along with Southsiders, that can't stand them, he sure does get close to them, right? He's in close proximity. Bakersfield is a gaggle of Southsiders. That whole 805 back then. Now it's the 664. I don't know what it is. But back then it was bad. So anyways, before I go there, Ricky's like, can you bring me a new t-shirt? I said, why? He's like, because the red one got blood all over it. Yeah. You guys are saying to yourself the exact same thing I'm saying. It's a red shirt with red blood. Who gives a fuck, right? He did. So I said, let me stop at your house, right? So of course I go to my tias before I go out there. I'm thinking I'm just gonna pick them up, give them a ride. I should have thought better, right? I should have came prepared. I was ill prepared. Wasn't really prepared like that. Now at this time I'm still active in the game and all that, so it's all good. Anyways, right? I go to my tia's house, knock at the door. Conveniently, the door's closed. Sheila's in there cooking. How do I know? I can smell manteca and fish juice. She's in there fucking making what are those things? The fish sticks? Oh, that bitch right there. I seen her down a bag from Costco of 1,000 fish sticks. Just bloop, bloop, bloop. Smelled just like her pussy. It was crazy, right? My tia came out. What the fuck is that smell? Oh, mija, you're making fish sticks. I love them. Put a little tartar sauce, mija. That's right. Oh, if you don't got it, but let me wait up. Put that on the plate. Try that. That shit right there, straight up from Michoacan. That's bomb, right? So I knock on my tia's door. Boom, boom, boom. What do you want? I said, it's me, tia. Fuckface number 2. What do you want? I said, hey, Ricky's stuck in Bakersfield. You want to go with me to go get him? Fuck no, I don't want. It's fucking hot over there. Plus, there's a gang of fucking maniacos over there. One time I went to Bakersfield, I was at a bar. I left part of my fallopian tube at the bar and I just walked home. It's fuck no, I'm not going back to Bakersfield. It's bad memories, mijo. It's bad memories. What do you want, though? You don't come over here for now. I said, hey, Ricky needs a shirt. I don't know if his fat bitch washed any. Look in the dirty clothes. Just give him one that's dirty. Just do that like that. If you see any fucking foreign substances on it, that's because me and my old man, we were on the spin cycle last night. He was cycling and I was spinning, if you know what I mean. So I go in there, I find him a dirty shirt. Do that, right? She was like, I want to go. I said, I'm not stopping at Burger King. Oh, I don't want to go then. Well, there we go. All right. So I cruise up there by myself, which was probably the best thing because the shenanigan. As I pull up, it's my first time really laying eyes on Roach in full Roach capacity, right?
What's up, brother? So you're the SA everyone's talking about.
I said, well, who's everyone?
Well, your fucking cousin and all his other 99 personalities. You know what? Whopping?
I said, no, that's just him doing the Huelga bird. That's normal.
Why does he do that shit, brother? What part of the game is that? Like, does that give him special powers? Because he sure didn't look like he had fucking special powers when them Southerners pistol whipped him. I said, what do you mean Southerners pistol whipped my cousin? My cousin ain't no punk like that. He ain't going out. Ricky's like, what, they fucking snuck up on me? He's like, no, brother. I seen the whole thing. What happened was, brother, your cousin came running because he seen some fucking shit on this dude's shirt. And the dude was ready because he knew exactly who your cousin was. No comment on how he knew. And next thing you know, he's pistol whipping the shit out of your cousin. Luckily, I defended his honor. I did, brother. And now I'm asked out $75, a new connect, and the Southsiders are looking for us, right? I'm like, And I'm like, he's like, let's go back, brother. Like, if me, you, and Ricky, we stay to the night, we go back, these dudes they're all feo and all drunk. I said, feo means they're ugly. Exactly. I know what I'm talking about. Shit, I've been around SAs a lot. Back in my day, they were Southsiders. Oh, you guys are Northerners, which I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing here. I feel like I'm surrounded, right? I'm like, calm down. That's it, Roach, right? And I'm like, why do they call you Roach? Well, bro, it's a long story. Well, first of all, my last name's Roach, so that's why they call me Roach. But then back in the days when I was in prison, they said I seemed like to pop up wherever the meth was, like a goddamn roach. Right? I'm like, okay, so it kind of stuck, being that my name is Roach. It just fit, brother. It fit perfectly. I'm like, all right, cool. So let's just jam home, bro. He's like, bro, but what about my $75? I said, bro, that's $75. That ain't shit. I don't know about where you come from, bro, but I'm from the ghetto. I'm like, bro, you are wood. You are not from the ghetto. You are from the suburbs, and you choose to hang around the ghetto. Same shit. Let's go get my 75 back unless you're scared. I said, well, I ain't scared, right? Well, you should be because these are some crazy essays. So we're going to wait till the night till they're fucking drunk and fail, and then we're going to go in there. I said, okay, we'll wait till they're drunk and fail. Exactly, or fail and drunk. It doesn't matter. There's some ugly son of a bitches. We try to pull up. Mission gone completely wrong. These dudes were having a full-blown party. Gang of cars there. Gang of Southsiders outside. And here we are fucking in this beat-up-ass van that I got. And we're pulling up. We had to leave fucking my tia's fucking car there. We're going to go to the gas station, get some gas, put some gas in it. They're going to follow me, right? They could have fucking just asked for money and did it themselves. I had to come all the way for nothing. But this was Roach's ultimate plan. He just needed backup. And I guess I was going to be Captain Save Two Hoes. Let me tell you something. Ricky's walking like this. We're going to park like in the field. I said, man, shut up. Well, but I didn't even say nothing. Don't be mad at me. I'm a fucking Norteno, man. Rifamo, controlamo, consafo. I don't know Spanish, but I'm trying. Right? So he's walking. Roach is like, brother, you are being kind of loud. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it like this. Don't fucking say nothing. I'm a white man. I skinned that, right? I'm like, oh, shit.
So we're hiding out. We're seeing a full-blown party.
He's like, don't worry, brother. We ain't got nothing else better to do. This is Bakersfield. There ain't shit to do. We're going to kick back. We're going to let the fucking party. You know, people are going to go. They're going to come. They're going to go. They're going to come. Look at that guy. He's all happy. Look at that fat bitch he's with. I'm sure he came.
And I'm like, oh, man. We posted up to the early morning hours and the party was still rocking. And I was trying to explain to him, these are straight up Mexicans, bro. Mexicans don't stop partying. What is today? Thursday? Ah, hell no, bro. We'll be here till Tuesday. I'm telling you guys right now, until the bottle of fucking Centenario goes or Cazadores is gone, they're not gone. Plus, they're off. Yay. Look at them. I'm going to go over there and do coke. I'm getting all pissed. Like, I'm sitting here with the fucking white man that's sweating profusely.
Talking about, brother, you think if I smoke a big old bowl, they'll see the light?
Well, yeah, they'll smell the smoke and probably come over here and get high with you and then kill you. Ricky's like, whoop it. I think I need another. I think I need a hit too. I need an active hit, like a big old active hit. Right? I'm like, oh man, I'm here with two straight. No wonder these guys are fucking Tweedledee and Tweedledum in whatever order you want to put them in, right?
So Roach is like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ask for my money.
I'm like, do it then. At this point, I'm like, my cousin Ricky's like, whooping, that's my homeboy. I said, let him go, bro. Fuck if he dies, he dies. Who gives a fuck, right? I'm gonna go get gas. You right there, car. We're good. Ricky's like, whooping. I said, he left you hanging, according to what he said. Whooping, he never would do that. He actually, we left together, right? Yeah, well, we're gonna leave together. We're gonna leave his ass there. Man, let me tell you how down Roach is. That fool walked up, hitting the pipe. As he's walking, gang of Southsiders like, look, where the fuck this dude come from, right? The other Southsiders, I remember, they're like, hey, what's up? You with that Buster, eh?
He's like, oh, I ain't with that Buster. Fuck that dude. That dude left me high and dry. Look, bro, I just came back. I really need that $75.
Let me tell you how G fucking Roach is. He goes up in the house. I'm like, done. Tell my primo, let's go before this motherfucker sells us out. I guarantee he's going to tell on us. Let's go, fool, right? We got to walk back to the car and get on, right? Shit, next thing you know, we're walking to go into the car. I see a light flashing us. It's actually the bull. He's lighting it like that. And it's Roach walking. He has a duffel bag, half a brick in it, $75.
He's like, bro, I talked him into it. Let's go.
I'm like, how the fuck? We were best friends since then. I was like, this motherfucker got game. This motherfucker went from pistol whipping, shootings, and all kinds of crazy shit to getting his fucking money back.
He's like, brother, I didn't even have to lay a single finger on them. They were high as fuck. I was like, here, try this. They tried that. Like, where'd you get that? I could get you some, brother, but you're going to have to give me what you got so I can get some more of this. And then we could do a collabo. We ain't never coming back to Bakersfield.
They never did. I'll tell you the truth. Not together. With that being said, man, it's the collabo you never knew you needed. From then on, man, me and Roach, Rick was like, hey, this is my homeboy Roach. He brought him around and we just became best friends. Thumbs up or thumbs down. If you want more of these, man, Superwood, Super Norteno collabs, hit a 1 and I got you. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle for what I truly believe in. And that's the betterment of all people, right? I got to tell you guys the story about when Roach lived with my tia for a while Ricky was locked up. That's when it got wild. Especially when Theo Angel came home. Bang, bang.